I'm really, really bad at predicting Game of the Year winners. When Mafia 3 came out, or not even when that game came out, but when it was announced and I saw some gameplay for it, I thought to myself, oh wow, that looks like a Game of the Year contender, and we all know how that game turned out. But I feel like I'm on to something. I feel like Cyberpunk 2077 is probably gonna be the Game of the Year. Hot take, what a surprise, controversial opinion, I know. But I think that's what's going to happen. Listen, I have a lot of gameplay that I've been going over, a lot of the gameplay that wasn't shown off at the event, a lot of the news outlets that got to play the game this week or last week or whenever. I think they got it on Friday. Those outlets, they also got a ton of B-roll, and I looked around on the internet and it was very, very easy to find most, if not all, of the B-roll that they have. So we're not going to look at like highly edited footage. We're just going to look at a lot of the B-roll that I have here today. And as I was really looking at that B-roll and at the gameplay, I was like, it's this game. This is going to be the Game of the Year. And I thought 2020 was going to be loaded, and it was loaded. You got Persona 5, you got Doom Eternal, I'm playing The Last of Us 2 right now, you got Ghost of Tsushima. 2020 has absolutely been loaded. In almost every other year, one of those games that I just mentioned would probably go on to win Game of the Year. But in comes in Cyberpunk 2077. And I've been saying this almost every single year since covering it all the way back in 2018. I've been saying it for years. The gameplay just looks better. It looks way better than everything else that was shown off every single year from 2018 to 2020 right now. It looks way better, right? There's so many sequences that were in the original gameplay demo back in 2018 that have now just changed dramatically. They've added in so much stuff. And you know what irks me? You know what irks me as 24? As somebody who can watch gameplay and be like, oh yeah, that looks like a fun game. That looks like good gameplay. That looks awesome. That looks amazing. It irks me to see sometimes people who have no idea how to analyze gameplay, who have no idea how to look at gameplay, who have no idea how to respond to gameplay. They talk about gameplay as if they know how to analyze it, and they said like Cyberpunk 2077, the gameplay doesn't look interesting, it doesn't look good, it doesn't look fine, it doesn't look great. And then I get the gameplay and I'm like, no, it looks great, it looks fine, it looks exactly how it should look, and that is perfect. Let me show you a couple of clips here from the Quadra that I got for you today. So the Quadra is the vehicle that you can drive around in. I think it's your main vehicle within the game. By the way, something that was confirmed by Eurogamer is that you can call your vehicle. There's this little car symbol at the bottom of your screen. It's like at the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. I think it's the right directional button. You can call your vehicle like it's the Batmobile in Batman Arkham Knight. Like you can just call it and boom, apparently it appears. I haven't seen the gameplay for it. When I saw that symbol in the bottom left-hand corner of the screen, I was like, oh yeah, it looks like you can call the Quadra your car, and you can drive that around Night City, and you can leave it whenever, and it can disappear and reappear. Apparently, they compared it to Roach. So apparently, you get Kit from Knight Rider. Apparently, that's the thing that you get within the game, which is awesome. But what I saw from the 2018 gameplay comparatively to the 2020 gameplay with the Quadra specifically, just look at the differences, right? Like the color palette doesn't seem as washed out. It seems a lot more saturated, how the game looks with the shadows and the lighting, and obviously it's at night, so it looks completely different than how it would look in the day. But you can tell there's been a lot more work done when you compare 2018 to 2020. And as much as it sucked that the gameplay got delayed by like 2 weeks, and I understood why they delayed it for like 2 weeks, it was a pretty great reason. But at the same token, it was worth the wait. It was definitely worth the wait. I was so excited for Night City Wire. I was so happy to see it once again. I was so happy to see the game. I was happy to see all of the new gameplay and to have the confirmation, to have the understanding that the game is going to be great, just by the gameplay that I saw. I'll have more videos talking about Night City, about Cyberpunk 2077, and about a lot of the gameplay that I still have, and I've really only shown you the surface level. I've only shown you a little bit. I'll talk about some of the concepts. I'll talk about some of the themes that I saw within Night City Wire. I'll talk about a whole lot of stuff later on in the coming weeks, because there's going to be more gameplay that's apparently going to be released, because apparently Night City Wire, the first episode, was the first episode. So what we got on Thursday is only the beginning. I cannot wait for more. Ladies and gentlemen, this has been 24. Remember to like, comment, favorite, and subscribe for more. Until my next video, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.